Hello friends, I'm Karina Chin with karinascreations.com and I want to welcome you today to my Facebook Live. Now I don't normally do Facebook Lives on Thursdays, however it's sort of special because celebration ends on February 28th, so I just wanted to share some extra projects with you. So my name is Karina Chin and I am in Edmonton, Alberta. I've been stamping for about 14 years-ish. And I've been doing this a long time, but I absolutely love it. And I will keep doing it as long as I have fun. So far, so good. Now, I have a special card to share with you today, and it's going to be this card based on the Garden Wishes stamp set. And I have a bit of a technique to share with you. And I'll just wait a minute. I'll do some kind of housekeeping things to let people jump on. So I see Kim is here. Hello. And Camilla's here. Hello, girls. Thank you for joining me today. It's so nice to have people actually watching, then I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. So thank you so much for joining me. Okay, I'll let a few more people jump on, so I'll just kind of go through the basics. Now I like to mention this first off because once I start stamping, I get totally sidetracked and forget everything else. So if you are looking for a Stampin' Up! Person to order through and you wanted to order supplies to make this card, you can go to karinachin.stampinup.net. The hostess code is NFWMRXK9. This stays in effect for a month, and the reason why I give this is that if you're ordering less than $200, this order number links all the little orders together. And then it creates hostess products, and that's what I use for a lot of my door prizes for my events. If you're ordering more than $200, I want you to get the hostess benefits, so don't use that number. And hello, Connie. Hello, Linda. Hello, Leona. Hello, Susan. Oh, see, all my friends are coming on. This is fantastic. The other thing I should point out that somebody said they didn't know where my blog was. So this is my blog, karinascreations.com. Karina is spelled really weird. I've got a weird spelling to my name. I started this blog, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago. There's a lot of content on there. I need to update it and make it pretty, but it just hasn't happened. It still works. And I share a lot of stamping ideas. So if you're looking for stamping ideas, you can go there. And then after this video is done, I upload it into my YouTube channel. And if you're looking for stamping ideas, you may want to subscribe to that channel. I did a lot of videos before Facebook Lives, and they're all stored in my YouTube channel. And I'll put a link. The links are in my blog to find my channel. I think it's called Karina's Creations. Pretty sure that's what it is, but I would have to double check. And there's some really good videos from a long time ago. Of course, they're old and updated, so if you have old products, you may actually love the videos. I used to do a lot of fancy folds, and I used to edit it through iMovie, so there's a lot of content there. And while you're there, you know, feel free to subscribe to my page. Okay, I think I've gone through that. Who else is coming on? Oh, Corinne's here. Happy birthday, Corinne. I think it's your birthday today. I saw that come up on Facebook. So you were getting a belated birthday card because my birthday cards are always late. That's just how I work. Okay, now before I get started, I wanted to mention that if you are ordering $60 right now, you get something free from a catalog called Celebration. And I wanted to give something extra to my customers this month. So you will also get a ticket in the draw to get this paper and the Berry Blessing stamp set. Normally it's free with a $120 order. And I found out yesterday on the website that the Strawberry Punch and Stamp set, you can't order them right now, but the good news is that they will roll over into the new catalog. So once they fill all the back orders, they will be orderable, but really you can just grab your scissors if you want to cut some strawberries out of this paper, right? So it's not the end of the world. It will be coming. It's just so popular. If you order $100, you get 2 tickets into the draw to get this bundle. And then I'll also throw in a package of pearls because I use these all the time because I can color them with my alcohol blends and make them any color. So that's kind of the ordering special right now. That is until Sunday, February 28th. And then I'm going to do a bunch of draws too. I love giving prizes away. It's so fun. So that is going on. And then I'm going to be doing a butterfly class on March 26th. Now, if you sign up before March 1st, you're going to get a bonus card. So I'm going to use it on here. I had to play with it today, right? Okay, did I cover everything? No, I have one more thing to go over. Yesterday in the Facebook Live, I talked about hostessing. I don't really like that word, hostessing. Let's change that to organizing a stamp night with beverages, whether it's tea, coffee, snacks, or wine. If you get a few girlfriends together, you can do it over Zoom. I will send you a free card kit to stamp in the mail to try it out. So no pressure. Oh my goodness, Shauna, you're here. Hello, Shauna. Hello. And Pat's here. Hello. And Maureen's here. Hello, hello. And Joy. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've got so many of my friends today. And I'm laughing at Shauna because Shauna isn't able to watch a lot of my videos. And wine, yes, Shauna, I love my wine too. I don't get a chance to drink wine anymore. It's been a dry COVID for me. But I do really like to have a treat of wine, I have to say, once in a while. Okay, so I'm getting this done. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. Now, a lot of you on here, I can see from your names, a lot of you have already got the starter kit. But if you were brand new watching my videos for the first time, the starter kit right now is $135. You get $165 in product, whatever you want. And then you get to be part of the Stampin' Up! Family. So that means you get to join my $5 monthly card class that I give you along with PDF instructions. You get to join our group Facebook page with card challenges and swaps, and it's just a whole lot of fun. But the other reason you want to join is it's the best deal in the whole catalog. Okay, this is what you could get for $165. So I would recommend, if you're new, you could get a Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. You could get a package of assorted cardstock, a package of Whisper white cardstock. I would highly recommend our Simply Chamois. I need to open this. I just don't have the heart to open a brand new one. I'll get over it. Our paper snips, because they are fantastic for fussy cutting little images. So if you don't have a die cutting machine, you just need a good pair of scissors. You need an adhesive, so I'd recommend a stamping seal. And then you also get a paper pumpkin kit, right? Look at this, for free. So every month it's a little different. And it's a full card kit, or it makes 3D items. And then you get instructions in the mail. Or sorry, you get instructions on YouTube to put your kits together. And you could break this up and give all your friends one of these and have a fun stamp night. Just saying, I'm all about stamping with friends. Okay, now the other thing you could get, so this is only half of the 165. Do you want to see the rest of it? Have you guys seen this in the Celebration catalog? I think it's still available. Did you know that for $84.50 you get all this? So you could get this along with this in your starter kit. So you would get the super cute Darling Donkey stamp set, a package of In Color Designer Series paper, 2 stamping blends. I'm just following this because then you can make these projects, right? Glue dots, In Color enamel dots, and a Memento black ink pad, all for $135. No shipping, no GST. That's in Alberta. And you get all this designer series paper. That's 200 sheets. So I just wanted to kind of show it to you like that because it is a whole whack of stuff. And then what happens is that you have a happy shopping number and you save 20% off on all your future orders as long as your demo number is active. So that's why I wanted to share that today, because it is truly the best deal. And when your demo, if you're not making your quarterly minimums, your demo number just expires, not a big deal. You still keep all the stuff. Okay, ladies, are we ready to stamp? Who's ready to stamp? Okay, let's see. Oh no, I swiped and turned off all the comments. Let's see if I can get people back. I can't get you back. Oh well, I'll read the comments after. Oh, there you are. Tracy's here. Hello, Tracy. Okay, so why am I doing this card? So once a month I have a class. It's a virtual card class and we do a technique. Now, we used to do a technique monthly at my in-person classes, and I would make everybody a little technique card. This is just one of 3 sets of cards that we have that I've collected over the years of doing my card class. And so we turned it into a virtual stamp night. The next session's actually going to start next month. You sign up for 6 months. We make 3 cards. One's always a technique. This month it's Hey Birthday Chick. and it's this Saturday. But I kind of wanted to show you guys just a fun technique just because I think you can use it. And it's easy to do. So the first thing you need is you need a cardstock base. So I am using Balmy Blue, and it's just cut at 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, folded in half. I like nice little score lines, so that's where you need your paper trimmer. And it's scored at 4.25. And then you can set that aside. And then I got some gray granite cardstock, and it's cut at 3.75 by 5, just because I wanted a nice little border on the end. Now the stamp set I'm using is part of the Mega Sweet Garden Wishes. Now if you placed a $60 order with me last month, you would have got was it 52 free tutorials, PDF tutorials for the Garden Wishes and the Dragonfly set. Hold on, I'm butchering the names. Garden Wishes bundle and the Dragonfly Garden bundle. So if you want to order now your $60, I will still share that PDF tutorial with you. It was just really fun to stamp and make all the cards. I absolutely loved it. Or if you were a team member, you also got access to that PDF tutorial just because I thought you needed it. And so I'm going to use Garden Wishes. I think it's really pretty. You can actually get the whole suite. So the whole suite, the full meal deal, as I like to call it. This is what I got. I treated myself. It was $197.75. Now, can you see where that 20% discount happy shopping number would come in handy if you save 20% off of that? It doesn't take long to save money when you're buying stamping supplies. Okay, so this is set up. Now, the other thing I wanted to kind of teach you is we're going to be using black StazOn ink today because I am coloring with my, what are these? These aren't aqua painters anymore. Stampin' Write markers. No, hold on. Water painters. So when you add water to projects, you have to use StazOn ink. But one reason you want to buy StazOn ink from Stampin' Up! Is because you can get the refills. We actually sell ink refills. I tried to find this at Michael's one time, and good luck trying to find it. But hopefully we're not sold out since I just said that. But my pad gets really dry. I don't use it much anymore. So I always have to make sure that I re-ink it so I get good coverage when I'm stamping. Okay, so StazOn works with watercoloring and these pens. You know, the Stampin' Write markers, that's what you use StazOn for. We also have another black that's called Memento Black ink. And that is used, I use this the majority of the time, and I use it with all my stamping blends. If you use blends on the StazOn ink, it will bleed. If you use this with the other type of Stampin' Write markers, the color could bleed as well. So that's why it's really important that you're using the right black, and that's why Stampin' Up! Sells two kinds of blacks. So that's my tip, and I'll show you how my butterfly got muddied because I used the wrong kind of ink. Okay, so step one, my StazOn, for some reason, my pad's like 10 years old. I think I should really treat myself to a new pad. So I am pulling out my Stamparatus, which you could also get in your starter kit if you don't have a Stamparatus. This is really handy for big images. And what I tend to do is, where's my card base? I kind of I lined this up a little bit earlier. This is exactly what I do. So I take my stamp, I got to pull it off. See, I don't want it to separate. So you got to use your nail and kind of peel it back because it's sticky on one side. And then I go like this. Okay, I want this dandelion to be right there. And then I draw myself a little pencil mark just in case it's so sticky, sometimes it moves your paper. Now there's two magnets. I could put a second magnet here, but I'm not very careful. And if the two magnets collide, sometimes they snap. So I've had these ones for about 2 years, so I'm pretty careful. Okay, so you can see how that is now nicely lined up. I always recommend that you have an ink pad on this door so it doesn't flop around. That way you have less chance of catching the edge. Now, can you see this ink pad, Rococo Rose? This is one of the retiring in colors. So my tip to you today is if you have Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, Purple Posy, Terracotta Tile, or Pretty Peacock, that you order them before the end of the month. Because the catalog turnover is going to happen in May this year, which means May 1st, I think, or is it April? Oh, now I can't even remember. I just know the retiring list is coming out at the end of March, and once that retiring list comes out, these colors are gone. So buy yourself the paper packs, for sure the paper packs. Okay, now I already inked this up, so I should be good, but I'll kind of show you why. I'm doing it on here because I don't know why, but I can never stamp it and get a good image. I usually have to do it twice. So I'm just stamping like this. And you can put in the chat, what do you prefer? Are you StazOn ink fan or are you a Memento black ink fan? Now watch, as you pull it up, it kind of sticks. I try to grab it sometimes. Now see, that's not a bad image. My first one was terrible, and that's why I had to go through 2 pieces of paper to make this card. I need to get this flower a little more, so this is where the Stamparatus is nice. Hopefully I didn't wiggle it. If I wiggled it, I'll just turn the paper over and do it again. Let's see. Okay, cross your fingers for me. You know what? That's pretty good. I think I'm good with that. Except this could be a little more. And it all depends how you're pressing it. I'm not really doing even pressure because I'm standing up right now as I'm stamping. Okay, look at that. Isn't that a great image? Okay, so now we can set this aside. Now to clean this, I usually clean it right away and then it comes off. If you don't, we do have a StazOn cleaner that you can put on and it kind of dissolves. It dissolves this StazOn ink. So you can do that as well. Okay, so let's just set this aside. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to jump ahead because I need my butterfly. No, I don't need my butterfly to dry. Never mind. Or do I? Maybe I do. Okay, hold on. Let's stamp our butterfly right now. So I have just cut a piece of paper that looks like this. And see my little lines? I pre-did this. Am I in the video? There's my finger. I went and lined it up like this. And this is going to be my class on March 26th, which is a Friday night. And when you sign up and get the $97 bundle through me, I am giving you a package of free Stampin' Spritzers plus shimmer paint because we're going to play with a bit of shimmer paint. This is going to be a little bit of a technique class that I'm designing for you. And I should mention the Butterfly Brilliance bundle. So it's $97. Or if you're a demo and you've already bought it, you can just sign up and take the class for $40. Okay, and the $40 will include a package of each paper because we need it for the class, and then plus your cards for the class. Okay, so I will put that away because where's that beautiful paper? Check this out. Check it out. Check it out. Okay, these are the dies. So when I saw this, I went, seems like a lot of money. And then I went, oh, double dies. Okay, that makes me a little happier. I love double dies. Make me excited. This is what the stamp set does, right? You get beautiful images. And then what I really like is this is all one piece. So I can cut this all out at one time to make a whole whack of cards. So I love that. And then the bundle for $97 also has this cool paper that looks like wood. I haven't played with it yet. I have to do that. And one more thing. I'll try to remember to finish this card. I've been trying to show it the last 2 days and I keep forgetting. So I'll stick it here. So we'll see if I remember. If not, I'll do another Facebook Live. Okay, so now we're going to do our butterfly. Now this one needs to dry a little bit. When does Butterfly Brilliance come out? It comes out the beginning of March, Leona. So if you want to take the class and buy the product, let me know now. And then what I do is on March 1st, I will put the order through for you. And then that way you'll get it for sure. That's why I always like to pre-order some of this stuff, just to make sure. I don't think it's going to sell out. The stamp set and the dies won't, but the paper is while supplies last. So I'm trying to get people to sign up early for the class Because when people want to take the class and the product's gone, then I just feel sad, right? That's no fun for anybody. Hold on, I gotta move this. Let's put the magnet over here. Okay, now this is vellum. So Stampin' Up! Has a vellum cardstock, and the vellum cardstock is special. It's a little bit thicker. It's great for techniques. Now this really sticks to the vellum. So if I have to stamp this again, yeah, see? Now I gotta line it up. This is where my lines come in handy, because if I wasn't paying attention, I'm gonna get a blurred image, but yeah, I've got more vellum. So let's just ink it up again. There we go. Oh, it's this side I need, so I got to press a little harder. Let's see. And I'm not pressing that hard, but see how it sticks? Ooh, let's just press that. Wow, it didn't work again. Okay, I'm flipping it because I wiggled. Okay, this is where the Stamparatus normally is really good. Okay, let's try it. And if it doesn't work, I've got one pre-done for you guys. Because you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, how many butterflies is she going to go through? Is that what you're thinking? What is up with this side? Let's see. I just wanted to show you how to stamp the little guy. Okay, there, ta-da! That's why we use the Stamparatus. Now, can you see it's still wet? So what I did is I took my little heat gun and I dried it off. But through the miracle of TV, I already have one that's pre-done and pre-dried. And I want to show you this because this is my what not to do butterfly. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm going to set this aside. After my video, I will quickly clean these, because if you clean your stamps right away with Stays On ink, then it doesn't stain your stamps. But that's just for the rubber stamps though. Okay, so now quickly I'm just going to color my butterfly, and then we'll do this part next because this one takes a little bit to dry. I actually left this one overnight, so I went like this. So this, you gotta have a lot of muscles for this one. Now you can just take a re-inker if you want. So when you squeeze your ink pad like that, it transfers the ink onto the lid of your stamp pad. And you'll notice when you get these brushes, they have different size bristles. There's actually 3 in a package. The water painters, they're really fun to play with. I don't want this big guy right now. That's like for a watercolor wash, which is a whole other technique. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze it, and it just puts a little bit of water in my palm. Oh, March 1st. Yes, thank you, Shauna. March 1st. I thought it was March 1st. Okay, I'm just creating a wash over my butterfly, and because it stays on ink, it doesn't bleed. Right? Now, do you want to see my butterfly that didn't work? Look it's all muddy. Can you see the difference in the picture? I used Memento black ink, and then I tried to watercolor with it. And that's what I went, oh, I needed Stays On if I'm using this ink. Now, if I was going to just color the back of my butterfly with Stampin' Blends, then I could have used Memento black ink. So there's kind of 2 ways that you can do this. But I'm just using ink pads today because if you're a new demo, you probably don't have all the colors. You probably don't have all the blends, but you might have a couple ink pads. Okay, now maybe I can heat set this. I'm going to try heat set it because I just let this dry overnight. Ink takes a while to dry on the vellum. You can see how wet it is. I tried to put a glue dot on it and it slipped right off. So let's just try to heat set this quick. We'll see if it works. Don't burn your fingers, it's super hot. Okay. You know what, that actually looks like it worked. I don't know. You can also stamp late at night and just go to bed and wake up in the morning and do 20 butterflies and you're ready to go. Okay, so that's my butterfly now done. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, can you see the difference? Muddy, not muddy. Okay, now we're actually going to do the flower. So this is kind of fun too. So Stampin' Up! Sells a white craft ink pad, and we also sell the ink refill. Now, if you don't have the stamp pad, you could just use the ink refill. So I'm just going to put a little bit here. And I think this technique is called, it's not a watercolor wash. I'd have to get my little book and see what it's called. You know what? Let's see. Whitewash technique, except this one was embossed in white. This one I'm stamping in black. So I think we're still whitewashing it. Okay, so I kind of want it, I don't want it too strong. So this one we're just gonna go like this because I can always add more color if I want. Whoa, see, that's a bit too much. So I might have to remove some of that. Let's just get this a little, I'll just smoosh it up. There we go. Just dab it. Now this gets a bit tricky because that's where you need this really nice skinny brush to color the stems. Ooh, that's a bit strong. Don't go full strength if you can. You just kind of want to add a little bit of color, right? But it'll still look pretty fun. Now I'm just going too fast. Okay, almost done, almost done. And we'll just color this, and then I'll just dab it with the cloth. Now, if this was a swap for somebody, I would take more time. In fact, you know what? After this video, I'll do a draw, because I usually do a draw when people like or share my video, just because I'm so happy when you share it. It helps me out so much, and helps me meet some new people who might be interested in stamping. And I just love sharing techniques and stuff. I think it's really fun. Okay, let's see if I can dab this off a bit. You know what? Not bad for doing the dab technique, right? Okay, I think I'm good with that. What do you guys think of this? Thumbs up if you like it. Let's see. Do you need to use Stays On Specialty? It dries pretty fast? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it does. Probably does dry fast. Maybe that's why I was having trouble. But vellum, it should stay wet on vellum. You know what it is? I think I just need to buy myself a brand new Stays On pad, because seriously, this is so old. It's crazy how old that is. Okay, so you can see how my card is just coming together. It's almost done. Now, this was supposed to be like a celebration presentation, right? I'll show you the celebration stuff at the end. Let me just put this together. I'm probably going to have white on my card now. No, it didn't come off. Hooray. Okay, here we go. So we got this done. And here's my butterfly. So let's just cut this out really fast. And you know what? I could use the dies, because I do have dies for it. And I could use the baby Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, which is another thing that you could get if you're getting a starter kit number. Let me know, but I don't know, vellum just cuts really nice. I find it's just faster for this video to do this. Right, look at that. Oh, and it's dry. Why didn't I just dry it last night? Now you can decide if you want the kind of brighter side or not so bright side. Totally your choice. But I do need a glue dot. We'll put that down, and then we will get the sentiment. See, that's my glue dot that did not work very well because it was wet. Now I've got a glue dot that's not the best. Okay, and you can feel free to, you know, curl the petals if you want. I actually kind of bent this one in half to make it stay. And we have these beautiful pastel pearls. I love these. And then where is my take your pick tool? I don't know if I can get this off with this one. Let's see. Let's try the putty. Can I putty it? No, it's too heavy. Oh, look, it does work. Right, and then there you go. So there's a little pick-a-putty. Let's call it pick-a-putty. You know, that sounds pretty good. So this is your take your pick tool, which I absolutely love. Okay, then we need a sentiment. Now, this is where my celebration presentation kind of starts, because we have this really, really nice stamp set called Heal Your Heart that you can get free with a $60 order right now. I don't like doing sympathy cards. They just make me sad. But you know what? Unfortunately, I have so many friends who need one. I do love the thank you. I think it's beautiful. The font's beautiful. You can see some samples that I got. This also uses the Oh So Ombre Designer Series paper, which is free right now as well. So you would need a $120 order to get the stamp set and the paper. This card uses the Corner Bouquet stamp set, which is also a free item, as well as the We're in This Together sentiment on here, right? This beautiful card. And then here's just another quick sample, you know, wishing I could heal your heart. They're just so nice. Now I'm going to show you quickly one last thing, and then I'm almost done. I haven't used some of these other sentiments. So if you're new, what do you do when you get this? How do you use this, right? So what I like to do is I like to peel back this kind of label part, and I keep mine on the label. Now there's many ways you can do this, but I like to put mine together. Some people never put their label on their stamps and they just stamp like this because it sticks really well. But I need to kind of see that it's straight. I can't do that. So I just line it up on the sheet and then you peel it off and then it's ready to go. Okay, so that's how I put them together. Now, what sentiment was I using? Ooh, right here. So I am just going to stamp Sorry for Your Loss. I almost want to say great big hug to you. But I do need a bunch of these cards, unfortunately. Okay, so can you guys see my ink pad? Look, it's white in the middle. That means I have no ink there, which means I need to get a re-inker for this pad. So I'm stamping along the top, and it does make a difference. Really does. So my tip of the day is whenever you buy an ink pad, spend $5 and get the ink refill, and you will never be left with an ink pad that is dry. Otherwise, you got to wait for a week for it to come in. You know, who wants to wait when they're on a roll stamping? Okay, now one last thing that I added to this. This is the Well-Suited Twine. And in the comments of this video, I'll go and update it and put all the products that I'm using today in case you wanted to remake this card. I think it's a really fun technique, and I think you could have a lot of fun with it. And then last night, what did I do last night? Oh yeah, I've got a brand new scrapbook program called, what is it? Sweetly Scrapped. And I'm doing the program with two US demonstrators, Candy Rattray and Jen. Oh, what's Jen's name? Now my mind's gone blank. And Rose. Jen and Rose. Jen's in the States. What's her name now? See, my mind's gone blank. Anyway, Rose is in Calgary. And what we're doing is you will get an exclusive link to a Facebook page. You will get 12 inspiration pages for you. And then my class is on Monday nights, the first Monday of the month. And we're going to make a double page layout and one single page layout. Plus you get product. I'll post a picture of everything you get. It took us a while to figure it out and get it running, but now that it's running, I'm so excited about this program because I'm designing 4 projects. Jen Pita, there we go. Jen's designing 4 projects. Candy does 4 projects, and Rose does 4 projects. So when you're a customer, you're getting 12 extra projects. We're not doing PDF instructions. Most of the pictures you can figure out, but I will do a Zoom class for my people because I like stamping with everybody. Okay, so what do you think of this card? Do you like it? Yeah, Kim, unfortunately, say you gotta have sympathy cards the older we get. You are so right. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. So I want to thank you so much for sticking around and watching my video. I hope I have inspired you to try a new technique. If you are brand new, I have lots of ways to stamp with you to introduce you to new products. You can go to karinachin.stampinup.net to place an order. And I'm just happy to share my stamping with you. And feel free to ask to join my Karina's Creations page because that's sort of our closed group. And I usually share my video in there. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.